Hey YouTube, what's up? It's George Weber from Team Onnegus here, and today I'm gonna discuss the basic ruling on XYZ monsters. Generally, at the locals I've been going to, a lot of people have had troubles and questions with Exceed monsters, same with that YCS Gen Con Indie. So I'm gonna go over some of the basic Exceed rulings and some other stuff like that. So my two example monsters today are gonna be Genosaurus and Utopia. These were the two main ones used at Gen Con Indy because they're the only ones legal. The first one I'm going to go over are for the materials. Uh, for getting removed from play, two cards like Banisher of the Radiance and Dimensional Prison, or Dimensional Fission, I'm sorry. Dimensional Fissure, the monsters will not get removed from play when they're sent from material to the graveyard because while on the field and or they're not even on the field, while material, they're not technically monsters. So if Sangan is equipped to this and then it gets sent uh, as material while Dimensional Fissure is on the field, it will actually get sent to grave. Where Banisher of the Radiance, on the other hand, says all cards. It still recognizes that it's a card, so it'll get removed from play. And it also works with stuff like Macrocosmos, stuff like that. So just remember that. The next set is the stuff people have a lot of problems with. It's Sangan and Reborn Tengu. The thing with Exceeds is that right now they're ruling that if these are overlaid on top and they get sent as material, either as through their effect or Dark Hole or whatever, Sangan will get his effect or Tengu will get his effect. And a lot of people aren't really liking that right now. So, but that's the ruling. So just remember that, and this is one that everyone's been arguing right now because they're not technically monsters, but they're still getting their effects because they're recognizing they're getting sent from field to graveyard. So I don't particularly like it, but whatever. The next one I'm going to do is tokens. I'm sorry guys, you can't use tokens as material. That's just how it is. They're not recognized as monsters, so they're not recognized as materials. The next one I'm going to do is, a lot of people bring this one up, is Book of Moon. Book of Moon does not get rid of the materials. They are not like spell counters. They do not go away if they're booked. They are materials, as in when you synchro with a monster, the materials in graveyard are still materials. Even if you Book of Moon the monster, the synchro monster, they're still materials engraved, and that's how they're ruled here. They're still materials and they're still under the monster. They just get Book of Moon and they're face down. Whatever, no big deal. The next two cards I'm going to do is a lot of people don't know this one. It's weird. I think a lot of people will catch up on this fast. Is Level Limit Area B and Gravity Bind. These guys are not levels. They're ranks. They get under these things. So if you're making an Exceed strict deck, run these things. Especially with Gravity Bind at 3 now. That's annoying. The next one I'm going to do is Compulsory Evacuation Device. The thing with Compulse is that a lot of people are not sure on what happens to the material for some reason after it gets compulsed. Like, they're saying, oh, if it goes to graveyard, but what happens to materials if it's sent to hand or whatever? The materials still go to the graveyard if it's compulsed or it's removed from play or whatever. Nothing else really happens to the material. They're just material. The last one I'm going to do, for now, is the negation of them with Thunder King Ryo. The thing with Thunder King Ryo is that he can stop their summon. They are just like synchro monsters when they're summoned. They're summoned the same exact way. No, not the same exact way, but you get the picture. Like, same exact process of hitting the field. So Thunder King Ryo is able to negate their summon. So that actually works out pretty well. Any other things like that are kind of more advanced. If you have any questions on other rulings on Exceed monsters, I'll be willing to tell you. There are some really strange ones, like for example, if you overlay two monsters here and then play Genosaurus, and then you play Warning, the monsters are still technically on the field and still recognized as monsters, so they're destroyed instead of just sent to the graveyard as material. But once the summon is successful, no matter what happens to the monsters, they're sent to the graveyard as material. If he gets warnings, they're still monsters and they get destroyed. But you can't Starlight Road that because that's game mechanics. That's not anything like that. So yeah, any questions you have, stuff like that, inbox the team channel, and I'll get back to you on that. Other than that, peace out, guys.